Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna review my epidural video. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I obviously experienced it, but yeah, I'm gonna review the video and see how I'm gonna get on, and if I can give you some information about it. During the video, I might switch between English and Russian, so be with me. So I hope you don't mind. And yeah, let's roll into it. Have a look. So at first, the nurse told me that she's gonna put so epidural is the painkiller which is given to you into your spine, and then it kind of like make you dead from hip onwards to downwards, and so you're not supposed to feel any pain, in labor pain or whatever. So at first I didn't want to get any because I was so afraid to be completely numb afterwards, that something is gonna go wrong. But then she said if you get a C-section, it's gonna be more oh, damn it. Oh, I just remember the pain. So basically, if I have the C-section later on, it might take too long to get the epidural started, or otherwise they need to put me in complete anestheticum. So I'm not gonna be able to get anything from my labor. So I decided to go for it, and actually it was a really good decision because I didn't feel any pain whatsoever during my contractions, and I didn't feel any pain afterwards when I was giving birth, because it was a C-section, unfortunately. Yeah, so the nurse came in, told me that she's gonna do the epidural, like basically inject something with a needle in the spine. And then she put like a little plastic tube in the spine where they can connect the painkiller, and you can dose yourself on it. So you can just tap a button, and it's gonna give you more painkiller. So she told me to sit on the bed, like all the way up with my butt at the edge of the bed, and then she was to lean forward as much as I can, basically chin on the chest, and make like a little hump in the back. So I think it was painful. I'm not gonna say it was like a walk in the park. And I did, you can see on the video I'm sucking on the gas. The gas is like some kind of painkiller as well. It makes you high. It literally makes you high, and you don't feel as much pain as you would feel. It's just the only disadvantage of it. If you inhale too much, you kind of get headache. So you kind of need to dose yourself properly. So she was back and forth and like saying, oh, you have to lean forward, and then she was knocking on my spine to find like the right thing to go into, because apparently you give it into between the what's it called, the bones in the spine. She first tried the first time, and I was like, they told me it's gonna take about 10 minutes to set it up, so to put in the needle and the tube, 10 to 20 minutes, and 10 to 20 minutes to get it working. But the video is 5 minutes, 5:31. But hell, it did not take any 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. It literally took 45 minutes. Because the first time she attempted to do it, she didn't get it. She then had to call another nurse in to set another one, because the first time she put it in, the needle, and I was like literally waiting on this. You know, when you going through some pain and the doctor say like, just wait on it, and you like waiting on those relieving words. Oh, that's it, all done, and those words never came. I was like, oh my gosh. And she's like, okay. I was like, all done. I said, oh, I did hit the bone. I was like, what that mean? What does it mean? Or you mean you hit the bone, so you have to go again? I said, yeah, unfortunately I have to go again. was like, oh my god. It was really good to have a nurse as well, because at first when I started doing it, I literally digged my nails into my shin, and you could see the imprints on my legs. And then the nurse came and then she gave me her hands to hold on. It's like literally, I don't know how labor feels, but it was quite painful to get epidural at first, especially because they did go twice. And my husband was sitting there watching and like suffering. I think he was suffering more than me, because he saw all the mess. Because when they put the needle in, he said, obviously I didn't see it, but he said he could literally see blood dripping from my spine, and there was like a pool of blood on the floor, and it was like frothing, like with the blood with bubbles. So it was like blood with bubbles, and yeah. So she put in the first one, didn't hit the bone, didn't work. She put in another one, it did work afterwards, but it took very long, and it was on a scale from 1 to 10, pain-wise, I would say it was at times 12. But in general, the entire experience, I would say 8. And even though it was painful, but I don't think it was as painful as it would have been to give birth or getting a C-section and get, well, they probably would get the painkiller anyway, but if you would deliver naturally, it would be more painful, because after they gave me the epidural, I could not feel anything from like bottom, from my like hip wise, and as soon as I felt a little bit of pain, I just pressed a button, increased my painkillers, and afterwards I didn't feel anything really. So it was really pleasant experience afterwards. It's just like to get it done, and as I say, I was terrified that something is gonna go wrong, and afterwards I'm not gonna feel my legs for the entire, like I'm gonna be like disabled or something like that. But yeah, fortunately it did not happen. After the epidural, like when they released me, it was a bit, I kind of felt some pain in my spine, like it's like lightning going up and down. It's like when they discharged me from the hospital, but it's just like a few times. But I think I've recovered now. I recovered quite well, so I don't feel any side effects whatsoever. And I would definitely recommend to anyone who wants a painful birth. And as I say, especially with a C-section, it would be more painful to get it afterwards, because as I say, she told me it's gonna take 10 to 20 minutes, but it took like 45 minutes to get it done. And just imagine you are in a hell of pain, and then they need to do the epidural, and then it need to kick in first, and then like it might be too long. So if you want a pleasant birth, I would just go for it, despite the painful experience. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please share, tweet, subscribe. Leave me a comment below if you want to know anything more, or I hope I can answer your questions, or if you want to see anything else. Yeah, leave me a comment below, and I'll try to respond to you. And hope to see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye bye.